All right, hello everybody. I'm Jimi Rodriguez. I'm the author of From Chaos Comes Order, and I'm here with my friend and mentor, big brother to me, Ernest. Ernest, introduce yourself real quick. Let everybody know some of the things that you write, if you don't mind.
My name is Ernest Valencia. I write whatever the heck pops into my brain. A lot of weird stuff. I'm double diabetic, so you'll see a lot of diabetic inspired stories. You'll see a lot of Southwestern inspired stories. Today, you're gonna get a story inspired by Jimmy.
Yeah, so to give you all some background, I know most of our audience is probably going to be our friends on Twitter, our writing friends on Twitter. So I've been, wanting to do a little bit more, to show some of my versatility and write some short stories. So I did a collaboration with a poet, and it went really well. And so after that, I wanted to do another one, and I told Ernest like, "Hey, man, I need a story about a juggler as soon as you can." And he got it to me the next day because he's talented like that. And we just, we finally got some time to record. So we're gonna read our stories for you. They're pretty short, somewhere around the 1,000 word mark. I have the unenviable task of going after Ernest, so I'm going to let him take it away. He's going to share his brilliance with us, and then I'll finish up. And hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Thank you for your time. All right, Ernest, you got it, man.
All right, here we go. My thousand words. A story called Multitasking. Expecting savory morning brew to warm his senses awake, Andres retrieved his favorite Clay John mug and joined the queue, third in line for a fill-up. Two short arms flung with abandon as the familiar mop top elbowed to the front, leaving vapor trails of chalkboard screeching complaints in his wake. Mom! High pitch killed the mellow coffee vibe. Whip cracking, the porcelain mug resounded off the checkerboard butcher block as grandfather's disappointment manifested. Cheese and crackers! What's all the hubbub, bub? Can a person enjoy a quiet, contemplative awakening? Sorry, Juanito, pupils inflated. Examination ensured the cup had survived. Drama unfolded in human waves, oil rigging arms up and down, unsure whether to land their mug for a refill. Hope and despair. Pleadings bounced from mother to father to grandmother, landing at last upon the vessel inspecting grandfather. Huffs intimated at the agreement with the parental decision. Coffee sloshed in angry, trembling, sloshing pours, topping Andre's cup for a refill. Talk to your grandson, swirling a rag over spills. Mel, the mother, instructed. It's unfair. High pitched, prepubescent complaints scratched the air. Explain. Pinon blended, Arabica warmed nostrils, calmed and weighted eyelids as bird pecks tasted for drinkability. All the other kids are getting them and doing it, tears welled. It's like a couple bucks. And they said not this time. Accusations pinpointed to his parents. Okay, Pep, slow down. What's a couple bucks? What's got all the kids in such dizzy? For cultural enrichment this week, these amazing jugglers taught us the basics and offered beginner juggler clubs at a discounted price for a mere $30. Lots of my friends bought them already, and it's good exercise. You've a gold mine of funds in the bank, grandson. 30 bucks shouldn't do too much damage. Tata Andres, that money's reserved for gaming. They make you purchase the game, selected characters, and arsenals of weapons and gadgets. Otherwise, level 2 is pretty much game over and I'll never complete or conquer. And it's a lousy 30, not like a gazillion or something. I think they need to adjust Cultural Day. I mean, after every single one, all you kiddos come home all of Twitter with grandiose ideas of a new hobby or career possibilities and want to purchase every bottle of snake oil they peddle. Tata, don't tata me. Go have a gander in your bedroom, then tell me I'm wrong. My guitar virtuoso, tinsmith, leather stamping, junior Picasso, contemplative yo-yo champion, rock tumbler, jewelry making, home DJ making mogul. A couple days worth of effort, then it's back to mass murder training, killing zombies on those darn games. I agree, you do need the exercise, but you, aside from your muscles, you need to exercise responsibility. Brain power, self-control, discipline, and stick with something. Finish stuff, Pep. Take pride. See something through. Ta ta. Tell you what, slip on your boots and let's walk the property some. And bring a bow saw. Wisdom shoulder drove angsty youth to the perimeters of their lands. Meandering, they ignored their way past blue spruce, white pines, and the fruit orchard before shoulder squeezes halted progress at a pinon Tata Andres called the Queen. Unruly and end heavy, Pep let the heavy bow dig into the topsoil. Is this it, Grandpa? The end of the trail? Yes, Senor Impatience. Here you go, muscles constricted with effort, hoisting the saw high. Nice try, grandson. If you want juggler pins, then ask permissions and blessings from the tree. What for? You need to saw off the bottom three branches. It's going to hurt the poor old gal. And you want her blessings, not her curses, when tossing those sticks about and practicing. I bet $1 million you knock your noggin a time or two with if she doesn't get her way. Wait, we're making the clubs? From green wood? But you always tell me wood has to age. I need them super quick, and I can't wait for them to dry. You'll carve your pin club things from cured wood in the shop. This is merely to replace my supply. Plus, with the time and effort put in, they'll receive proper attention and care. Grandpa, I need them like yesterday, remember? Then get started. The bottommost three. And no cheating and going after the high skinny branches, huh? Relieving her those thick dying branches will shed some pounds and add years to her life. Complaints accompanied the back and forth grumbles as the saw pushed and pulled, amputating. To ensure his grandson did not include floral malojos, baritone notes elevated from Andre's mouth, filling the air with festive melodies. Matching the working rhythm, Pep could not help but to add his prepubescent trills. After the eternity and half torturing the pinon, large callous hands covered green smoothness, and Andres expedited the matter, and helped separate the remaining two branches. You want I should go get the wheelbarrow and take these beauties to the shop? Tomorrow, grandson. You've done awesome. Madame Pignon's dancing with joy and and thanks. And shoot, I think she'll reward you with a bumper crop of pignon nuts anyways. Let's get your blanks glued up. Tomorrow we'll have retrieve these bad boys, then we'll cut and shape. I envision carving in a couple days, depending on how elaborate you want them. Super cool. I can't wait. There's no way to speed things up. Patience, Turbo. Take the time and do everything proper. After finishing up tomorrow, you can create these designs. Any thoughts yet? Oh, heck yeah. Robot heads from my favorite movie, Battle of the Galaxies. Dragons, cartoon characters, maybe. Who knows? I could get my nature on and do predators in New Mexico. A bear, a wolf, a cougar. What do you think? They're your sticks, Pep. It's what you want, not me or anyone else. I don't care if Skip wants a snake one, Eddie wants a sports car one, or whatever. We're carving sticks for you. You understand? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The time and labor is going to push the cost of these homemade ones sky high. Why not just fork over the $30? After investing in the engineering, mathematics, weights, and balances needed, you'll understand, grandson, and work in harmony with the wood, more so than buying a one size fits all type of thing. How'd you get so smart, Grandpa? Ask the tree. The end.
Awesome, man. Great job. I love the ending about asking the tree. You have such a just a homey style, a classic style, man. I really appreciate your wordplay, and man, I just feel like I'm reading some literature written in the past and you write it just right there in the present, man. It's a cool talent. I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity, man. And I can't wait to hear yours. Oh, and a shameless plug.
Yeah, definitely. John, my boy John. John, don't talk about my production quality, John. I'm not that guy. I'm trying to catch up to you, man. All right, let me see what I got for everybody. So my story takes place, in the universe that I like to write in best. So We'll see how it goes. All right, here we go. So my story is called Juggler. Are you sure? Eleanor asked for the third time, one hand gripping a leather backpack strap, the other resting on her hip. I can cancel. We can do it another day. If you're not ready, just tell me. He shook his head, trying not to laugh at her seriousness. We'll be fine. It's 3 hours. Don't pretend you're not excited, babe. You've planned this for weeks. I've told you 1,000 times the kids and I will be fine, and you still won't leave. If you don't want to go, you can admit it. She couldn't admit it. He knew. Elle would never lie to him, even about something trivial. She lingered in the doorway, looking around him to see her youngest baby. Do not kill the kids. You remember which bottles are for the baby? Holding his daughter and sneaking a glance at her twin brother, JT couldn't help but smile. They wouldn't be babies in any other context. They recently turned 2, but their infant brother took their prized baby title from them. I'm baby, said his daughter, her face twisted in confusion. You'll always be my baby, but you are a big girl now, remember? Could a baby go potty all by themselves? The mom asked, rubbing her daughter's chubby cheeks. Eleanor and their daughter Zoe looked nothing alike, but with how she looked at the baby, no one could ever tell she wasn't her biological mother. JT swelled with pride at the family he built from the ashes of his mistakes. Though he was only 20 years old, he felt as if he'd lived 2 lifetimes. That's right, you're a big girl now, he told Zoe, kissing her forehead. Go, babe, have fun. Tell Ryan I said hello and I miss him. I'll see you both at dinner. You sure you can cook dinner and look after the kids? Elle asked. Can I pretend to be you for a few hours? Of course. I might not look as good doing it, but I can pretend at least. Elle waved her free hand dismissively. Send me a light if you need me, okay? She kissed his cheek and turned away. She glanced back again, but JT closed the door before she could change her mind. Stubborn woman never did anything for herself. Ryan was a genius for inviting her to sing songs and draw pictures together. If there was any man he trusted with his fiancée for a few hours, it was his favorite bubble-blowing, campfire singing, happy-go-lucky friend Ryan. Now, said JT, spinning around to look at his newborn son Wyatt, we're going to be nice and quiet for a few hours. There will be no crying. There will be no pooping. Everything will go smoothly until your mother returns. Then, and only then, will I tolerate any insubordination. The moment he finished his monologue, Wyatt started crying. Shit, said JT, laughing and walking to the crib. Shit, said Zoe in her squeaky voice. JT blinked twice, stopping in his tracks. Wyatt's crying intensified as he stared at Zoe. My love, that's a bad word. Don't say that. Daddy said it. Daddy says bad words, yes. Zoe says bad words too. JT shook his head, trying not to laugh. It was time to be firm. Okay, Daddy won't say bad words. Zoe doesn't say bad words anymore, right? Shit, said Zoe. Zoe? No bad words, she said, smiling. How could he admonish a smile like hers? Wyatt's cry turned more into a fierce scream. Then he stopped crying altogether and stared at JT. Oh, it's like that? Wait until I tell your mother how disrespectful you were. I know what she'll say. JT, stop that. He's a baby. He can't be disrespectful yet. But you don't have me fooled, little boy. I know disrespect when I see it. Wyatt and JT stared at each other. Say something else, little man. I dare you. The tears returned immediately, followed by some more screaming. Be nice, Daddy, said Zoe. JT held in another laugh as he scooped Wyatt out of the crib in his other arm. Okay, I was kidding, boy. Daddy is nice, Zoe. These boys, though, they need to understand who the man is around here. Speaking of boys, JT's oldest child, only 7 minutes older than his sister, returned from his task. Xavier was only 2, but his vexed expression made him seem older. I'm done, father. Father? Why did Eleanor teach him to speak that way? All right, son, how many were there? 46. JT barely heard him over Wyatt screaming. All right, it's coming, he said, pushing fire magic to warm a pre-made bottle of breast milk. Did you hear? 46. Patience was never Xavier's strong suit. I heard you, son. Why, X? Asked Zoe. Xavier shrugged. Ask Dad. Why, Dad? Why what? Asked JT, pulling with air magic to bring the bottle to Wyatt's screaming mouth. The magic required concentration, and he couldn't keep track of the twins' conversation. A single bead of sweat dripped from JT's brow. The focus required to hold 2 kids and use magic while keeping his overly gifted son occupied was weighing on him not 5 minutes after Elle left. There, he said, finally getting the bottle to Wyatt's lips, stopping the screaming. Dad, why? Asked Zoe. What's next, Dad? Asked Xavier. Why what? He asked Zoe. I'm not sure what's next, son. The bottle slipped from Wyatt's mouth, sending him back into a screaming fit. Chaos, please. JT pulled with air magic again as the twins peppered him with questions. Why does X count? Said Zoe. I'm waiting, Dad. What's next? JT tried to search his brain for a new task to help keep Xavier's brain occupied. A simple way to explain the reasoning in a simple way. A simple way to explain the reasoning to Zoe and sustain the magic feeding his baby. Kids, listen to me. I'm not a juggler, okay? Xavier and Zoe responded in unison. Why not? And that's the end of my little short story. All right. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the contrast between Ernest and I. Definitely, different styles. And, Ernest, I just want to thank you again, man, for throwing something together for me so I can, do what I love to do, which is write, JT's story, and then also, present everyone with a new look, that you give. And I had a lot of fun writing it and reading it with you, man.
Oh, no, it was a blast, man. I had a lot of fun. No pressure. Hey, give me 1,000 words tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll come knocking again, man. And to all of our writing friends on Twitter, we'd love to hear more of your stories as well. And if you ever want to write with us or share something with me, feel free to just let us know. Ernest, how can people find you on Twitter if they're not already following you?
Ernest G. Valencia 1.
Yep. And you can find me at Jimi A. Rodriguez. And, we both love to talk writing and just life in general. So, we'd be more than happy to be your friend if you are not already following us. And if you are, then we'd love to say hello to you and wish you all a great Valentine's weekend, and y'all stay safe out there. Ernest, appreciate it, man.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for the opportunity, Jimmy.